we are seeing these headlines about percentage increases. Now, I want to say that any amount of harm is unacceptable and too much. But I also want to make sure that this hysteria, that this doesn't drive a hysteria, and that we look at these numbers in context so that we can make responsible decisions about what to allocate in that context.
Well, I don't know what the hysteria is all about. It's just getting shot. It's not that big of a deal. I don't see why anyone even cares. Joining me now to talk about that is retired NYPD detective and JTTF task force officer Angel Masonette. Angel, I don't know why everyone's making a big deal about a few shootings and stabbings. Stop the hysteria.
Yeah, right. Listen, 95%, over 90% of shooting victims in New York City alone are Black and brown. And guess what? Over 90% of the shooters are Black and brown. So the people that should be hysterical are the Black and brown people in the inner city that people like AOC and her squad are calling to take the police away from, right? To defund the police.
Are they hysterical? Because I'll tell you, I mean, my friends that I have in the city, they all say to a man, Black people are furious about this, furious about the defund the police stuff, furious about about all this crazy leftist stuff, because frankly, they're the ones who don't get UPS packages now because the driver can't get in the neighborhood.
That's right. That's right. When I was on patrol, I did 12 years on patrol before I became a detective. The citizens in the neighborhood wanted us there, right? They needed us. They fed us. They loved having us around. We hung out at the block parties with them. They needed the police, and they know they need the police now more than ever. Because like you said, their quality of life is diminishing. Their quality of life is diminishing. When it happens in Times Square, that's when people decide to give it some sort of attention, right? These people like de Blasio, right? And all these politicians that are running for mayor. But it's happening in the inner city every day around the country, in every ghetto, in every inner city around the country.
It is true. It's so funny. I hear this from all my New York guys. They're like, yeah, now that it bled out of the Bronx, everybody cares. But this is every single night in the Bronx. And for some reason, these people, they get credit on the left. It drives me crazy. They get credit for caring about, the inner city or Black people or Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. They don't care. They're ruining these people's lives. Those are real people. Most of these people are not criminals. They're poor, but they're not criminals. And their quality of life has gone downhill, and they have no end in sight. They can't pack up and move to Florida.
They can't. And if they really cared, they would have more police who are in plain clothes patrolling these Black and brown neighborhoods, jumping out on these perps who have guns, right? Who are not afraid to carry the guns now because anti-crime and street crime are gone. So there's no repercussions. And not only that, when they do get caught, they get released the same day. They get released the same day because politicians, right, these virtue signaling, pearl-clutching politicians like AOC, right, they claim that it's, social justice to let these people out. But then they go over and they terrorize Black and brown neighborhoods. It's the ultimate oxymoron.
Angel, I have long been worried about something, and please, honestly, feel free to shoot me down if I'm wrong about this, but I've had a theory about something for about a year now. We have all this defund the police nonsense. Everyone has a cell phone out now recording just the 10 seconds that makes a cop look like a jerk when it comes to a shooting or anything else like that. But I mean, whatever people think about cops, I know a lot of people hate cops. That's fine. Whatever you do, though, understand this. You want smart, talented people to be cops. And smart, talented people are not going to stay cops and not going to stay cops in these big cities if they get crapped on every single day. They're going to go do something else because they have the ability to go do something else. And you're going to have a police force full of turds that you don't want there. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're 100% right? 400% increase in NYPD retirements alone last year. It's happening. They're having to send people. They're having to send people away from the pension section, away from One Police Plaza. They're turning people away. And they have to make appointments now to come down and put their papers in. It's going to happen. And again, you're not only going to have people that are taking the job just to take it, the knowledge, the experience, the street savviness, the people with the gift of gab, the people that work in the box when they're interviewing perps and they're getting confessions, they're leaving. And they're not teaching the people that are taking over. So again, the people that are going to suffer are Black and brown people in the Black and brown inner city urban areas who are going to be hurt by this.
Where are the cops going? Are they going to do something else? Are they going out to suburbia to bust, moms for leaving out too many yard signs?
Well, listen, the big recruitment around this country for small towns is we love you, we care about you, we need you, we want your experience, we appreciate you. That's where the cops are going. If they can, what's called, if they could vest out, right? What's called vesting out. If they leave and they go to some small town in Florida and they're given a take-home car, and the community down there loves them and appreciates them, they're leaving. All right, it doesn't matter. The Midwest, the southern states, the northern states, everywhere, small towns that appreciate the knowledge and the experience that these police officers bring, they're trying to get them in droves. And the call is, we love you, we care about you, and we need you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.